I noticed that like cheaper food is the unhealthy food, and it does cost more to actually eat healthy and have salads and smoothies and just be healthy, go to the gym, right? So what I want to talk about today is how to earn an income doing what you love and by sharing your gifts, so that you can do what you love, help other people by sharing your gifts, and create an income online. And like I said in my little intro before this, one of my favorite ways to do it is through passive income and through digital products. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. And I'm going to talk about really, really easy solution for you, especially if you're not techie. So one of the tools that I always recommend to people if they want to create an online course, or they want to share their message, but they're not techie, they might not already have a website, they might not already have anything started, is Teachable. Teachable is so simple. I actually created a really awesome step-by-step tutorial and put it up for free on YouTube because I'm just really dedicated to helping people that want to share their message, healers, spiritual teachers, mindset coaches, whatever gift you have, honestly, helping you find a way to live your life the way that you want it, instead of thinking that you need to just have a boss or work for someone else in order to create the life that you want. So what you want to do if you want to share your gifts and make an income doing what you love, the first thing that you need to ask yourself is, what are your gifts, right? What is it that you can put out there and help people with that is going to make a difference in people's lives? Now, don't think that you have to be an absolute expert at anything to get started. And actually, a lot of the time, it's the things that come the most naturally to you that you can create the most success with. So, and you might not even realize that it is your gift. So one of the things about me that was just always the way that I am is I'm really good at helping people see their potential, even if they don't see it themselves. And I was kind of always the person, if I had friends who were talented or creative, I was always the one who was kind of like cheering them on, helping them see their gifts, helping them see their potential. I could kind of see a bright future for them, even before I knew what coaching was, even before I knew what being a coach was, right? But I didn't actually recognize that was a gift. I just thought that that's who I was, and that I didn't know that it was valuable, right? But now by starting to share my gifts of just, showing people how to reach their potential, showing people how to manifest what they want, showing people how to figure out what they want, reverse engineer it, put an action plan into action, and actually move forward. By doing that, I discovered coaching, and now my job is a coach, and I literally get to create content that's positive, about manifestation, about mindset tools, about creating income doing what you love, about creating success for yourself. I get to spend my whole day doing that kind of stuff and make an amazing income from it. And the same is possible for you. If you want to become a coach, if you feel like you're the type of person who people always come to you for advice, and you're really able to help people create success or help people overcome obstacles and issues, that could be the right career path for you. But maybe it's not. Maybe you're here thinking, well, I don't know if that's really me, but I'm really good at playing guitar, or I'm really good at helping people organize or helping people plan. Whatever it is, you can actually make courses out of it. One of my really good friends, Alyssa Coleman, she's a productivity coach, and she helps people become more productive in their businesses. My friend Kat, too, she grew a huge social media following taking pictures, and she now is actually going to be creating courses to help people plan their content, and she created a physical product to help people plan out their content. So first off, ask yourself, what are your gifts? What is something that naturally comes easy to you that people might be asking you for advice on or asking you for help on? You already seem like you're the go-to for that. What are your gifts? And it's okay if you're not the leader in the industry yet. Guess what? When I started, all I had was my own story and my own experience, but I just started sharing it. And then I created a business and a life where I get to spend all of my time, if I'm not creating content, learning more, reading books, taking courses, going to conferences. I'm going to a conference at the end of this week, right? So what are your gifts? And don't be afraid to start where you are now, because there's always someone who's a few steps behind you, right? It's funny, I was watching, I was looking through my YouTube playlist yesterday for the Teachable training that I'm giving to you guys. And the video that came up after was helping people put words in a Paint document. And there was over 900,000 people who watched this tutorial and were like, oh my God, thank you so much. Like, Paint document is like the most basic computer tool and putting a word on it, like words on it, is like the most basic thing to do. And guess what? There are people who are still at that level. So think about it. If you can use a computer, if you can use your phone, like you don't even realize it, but you are light years ahead of some people, and you could actually get paid to coach them or to create trainings for them, right? 900,000 people watch that video, like absolutely insane. And we're like, oh my God, this is the best video ever. So ask yourself what your gifts are, and then ask yourself, how do you solve a problem? So when you know what your gifts are, think about what is a problem that you'd be able to help people solve in that area. So for example, if your gift is maybe helping people with fitness, you love to go to the gym, you love to eat healthy, you love drinking water, you love reading about all this stuff. Well, what's a problem that people have in that arena? Maybe it's losing weight. Maybe it's having more energy. Maybe it's waking up earlier because they don't have energy. Maybe it's meal planning or meal prepping, whatever it is. Think about what is the problem that you solve, right? Get really, really clear on that, because if you know what the problem is that you solve, then when you start creating content around it, when you start to create your course or your digital product around it, people are going to come up out of the woodwork, because they're going to be like, oh my God, finally, there's somebody here who knows how to solve this problem that I've been struggling with for days. And I've been, keeping myself up at night thinking, how am I going to ever solve this problem? And then you show up and they're like, oh my God, give it to me. Where's your course? Where's your book? Where's your thing? Like, that's what I need. That's what I want, right? So think about, what are your gifts? Don't be afraid to start where you are, because remember, there are people who are a few steps behind you, right? And then ask, what is the actual problem that you're going to solve, the problem that you're going to focus on solving, because that can be what you create a digital product or a course around, okay? Next is package it up. So, how weird would it be if you went into a clothing store right now and there were no clothes on any of the racks? It'd be a little bit hard for you to buy an article of clothing, right? And that store would probably shut down very, very quickly, because they wouldn't make any money because they didn't have a product. So it makes sense, right? When you think about it, if you're at the shopping mall, or you think about if you went to a convenience store and you opened up the fridge and there were no drinks in the fridge, right? You'd be like, this is weird. How are they still in business? But I cannot tell you how many times I see people who are pursuing their passion do this. They'll say, okay, I want to help people achieve their fitness goals, or I want to help people find their purpose, or I want to help people, become a successful trader, or whatever it is, right? And then I'm like, okay, well, what's your product that actually helps people do this? And they're like, oh, well, I was kind of thinking of this thing, and maybe it's going to be like that, and da-da-da. So it doesn't exist. Like, plain and simple, it doesn't exist. And so if you can't explain it, if you don't actually have a product up for sale, whether you have a sales page, even if you just send a PDF to people and get it invoiced back, if you can't actually communicate what it is that you do in terms of your product that you sell, the thing that you're going to exchange for money so you can create abundance in your life and you can create income in your business, if you aren't crystal clear on what it is, then your potential customer who really does need this thing and really does want this thing, they won't be able to purchase it, right? It would be the same thing, like I said before, it'd be the same thing if you walked into a retail store and there were no clothes on the rack, or even if you walked into a retail store and you picked up a sweater. Maybe imagine you picked up a sweater and then you look at it and you're like, weird, only half of the sweater is here. Like 3/4 of the sweater is here, but the arm's not there. And the sales associate comes over and they're like, look, we're not quite done with that arm yet, but like we're thinking that it's going to be like this length, and we're thinking it's going to be made of yarn. So like you want to buy it, right? I hope you do. Like I know it sounds so basic, but if you are growing a brand and you're doing marketing and you're doing social media and you're putting content on Instagram and all this stuff, you're doing the marketing side of it. But if you're marketing something, you want to have a product to actually market, right? And so that's where something like Teachable can come into play, because the tutorial that I put up on YouTube for you guys at yessupply.co/teachable playlist, completely free training that walks you through how to set up a course on Teachable. I don't think it took me longer than maybe like 40 minutes to record. It might even be less than that. So actually getting it up online doesn't take that long. Creating a video training, if you're going to do like a 6-hour video training, How long is that going to take you? Maybe 12 hours in total, 6 hours to film, and then maybe 3 or 4 hours to edit and get it up online and learn the new system. But of course, I'm showing you how to use it, so it's not really going to be that hard. So package it up, put it up online, and then while you're spending all this time creating the amazing content that you are, sharing your gifts online, you'll actually have a way to be open to receiving that income from it, right? So guys, that's pretty much it for you. I just wanted to tell you that if you want to share your gifts, if you want to create an income from what you love, and you want to be able to do it in a way where you can create freedom, where you can travel, where you can essentially do what you love to do, so you can just do more of it instead of working in a job that maybe you don't like or whatever it is. Teachable is really awesome. They're doing a free workshop this week, a free masterclass this week that you can grab at yessupply.co/teachable. If you're watching me on Instagram right now, I'll put it in my link in bio, so you can just click and head over. And then if you want help actually setting up your course, head to yessupply.co/teachable playlist, and I have a step-by-step training that walks you through how to actually set up that course. And I'm really excited for you. I'm really excited for you because if you're here, you've watched this video, you made it all the way to the end, clearly you're here for a reason, right? You might have little thoughts in your head that's saying, oh, well, Reese can do it, but I don't know if I can do it, or blah, blah, blah. Guess what? I had all those same beliefs. You wouldn't believe it now looking at me, but when I started my business, I was really shy. I couldn't even talk, on video for 2 minutes straight, you guys. I could not even talk for 2 minutes straight. Because I just was not that good at putting my thoughts together. I was not that good at communicating. And it's from just showing up online and doing videos every day. And even though I had those doubts of will I ever be able to do this, I just did it. And I was like, you know what, it's not perfect, but I'm just going to keep going, and I'm just going to keep going. And eventually it'll get better and better and better. And even if you look at my little area, my little home office that I get to work out of, I'm so happy being here because when I first started, my very first course that people actually paid for was in my membership site, which Teachable lets you do membership sites as well. My very first training that people actually spent money on was me on my couch downstairs. It was dark because I was doing it after work or something like that. It was dark. I had my Apple headphones in my ear. I did not look cute. I did not have good lighting. I did not have any of these things, but I just decided to start where I was at, and I focused on what I wanted. Instead of worrying, what if it doesn't work out? I just said, you know what, the only way that it's going to work out is if I just persist and I just move forward and I just, stay humble and ask a lot of questions and learn along the way. And luckily, I'm so happy. If you guys have questions, I'm totally open to helping you with that. So, and by the way, Kim, you're saying, I need this Teachable tutorial. Teachable tutorial is up on YouTube, and actually you are in the collective, so you have had access to this Teachable tutorial for a while because it's been up in there. So definitely go back into the collective and look at all the stuff I have in there for you, because there's lots on, setting up, there's something to set up your WordPress website, there's the Teachable setup, there's stuff on making money, there's stuff on, building your business. There's so much in there. So go ahead in there, and there's lots of great stuff. But I love you guys so much. If you start to set up your Teachable course or you sign up for the masterclass, let me know. I am cheering you on, and it's going to be really cool at the end of the year when you come back and you said, look, I launched my course, I started making money, I'm following my purpose, and it's amazing. Okay, so this is Reese from Yes Supply. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.